Cape Town, look at the scenery, unbelievable. Signal Hill where I am, looking over the City Bowl, Table Mountain, and when you come around the other way, you'll see the harbour and of course the sea. What else? But this is supposed to be about the car, isn't it? Mahindra's XUV3X0 that they've loaned me while I'm down here on my little break, as I like to call it. You've seen the 3XO on the channel a number of times. I don't think I have to tell you all that much about it. 1.2 litre turbo petrol engine under the bonnet, 82 kilowatts, 200 Newton meters of torque, and a 6-speed torque converter automatic gearbox. You come around over here, because this is the top spec AX7L model, it means it's got all the spec in the world. You've got really nice looking alloy wheels, 17 inches over here. You've got the dual colors, you've got the black roof, it's got a panoramic roof on top. Got all those kind of features as well. Got lots of space as a crossover SUV. Boot may be a tiny bit small. That's about the only thing I can say about it. That maybe, but it's really a little point because it's that kind of car. So overall, you know that they come in, you can get into an XUV3XO from about 260 odd thousand rand up to the 410 for this one, which gives you all the ADAS, all the safety features that you could possibly want. 6 airbags across the range as well. But this one gives you lane departure, lane keep, and a number of other kind of features like that too. So the choices are yours, but I can tell you, they all have the same engine and gearbox combinations as well. About 295 gets you a real perler of one, maybe minus some of the luxury spec, but that's cool as well. So we're going to take a little look inside as well. We're on the road in the 3XO, and you can see it's a really twisty, windy little road heading onto Signal Hill or back off Signal Hill right now. But the 3XO, 82 kilowatts, is really more than adequate for a car of this sort, for a crossover SUV. And of course, being a turbo, it means you've got good response. And it's also interesting to drive it at the coast for a change instead of driving it at altitude, where you do lose a little bit of power, less in a turbo than in a naturally aspirated. But that's not the point. But it's light, it's easy, it's comfortable. The 6-speed torque converter gearbox is smooth. I'm sure I haven't noticed the gear shifts. I haven't felt the gear shifts while I'm driving. So isn't that what counts as well? Just overall, it's comfortable. No, it's not a racing car. I'm not driving it like a racing car. I'd love to drive a racing car on this road if it was closed to the public. But that's a whole other ball game. Quite honestly, I could just imagine this being part of a racetrack. Although there are some pretty significant drops down over there. But anyway, that's part of the fun. But just overall, I can tell you, it certainly is a smooth, comfortable and relaxed drive. And that's what would matter to me in this category of car. So sitting behind the wheel, it's a comfortable, relaxed place to be. What I can tell you is I've been driving very much town driving only, and I'm still sitting on 14.9, call it 15 kilometers per litre. So it's about 6.5 litres per 100. Not bad at all, I've got to tell you. Your multifunction steering wheel gives you all your buttons you want. And as I mentioned, you've got your you've even got adaptive cruise control. I didn't mention that to you just now, but you've got all the safety, as I said, all the safety spec. And of course, over here, your infotainment screen, which gives you everything, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all those. I use a cable, but it does have wireless. It even has an inductive charging pad. And by the way, that port over there is a fast charger. Not just a normal, but it's a fast charger. But the other thing, and this is always important, is the quality of the reverse camera. So you haven't only got the reverse, you've got the overhead view as well. That's, again, only on the top spec AX7L. That's where you pay the extra money, because you get these extra features. Got dual zone climate control, everything you want and expect, as I keep saying. And look at the stitching across over here on the dash. Very neat and a nice trim over there. And faux leather seats, of course, in the top model too. As I said earlier on, you can get into these from 259 or 260, or you can go the whole hog, get this top spec version at 410. But all I can tell you is it certainly has done the job for me, cruising around and doing a bit of R&R and holidaying around Cape Town. So thanks, Mahindra, for that one.